The seats in the lower bowl were sold out more than a week ago, and the upper area, which has 5,500 seats, there's barely 300 seats left as $25 seats as they opened the box office this morning. So by this afternoon, there will be a complete sellout. And that's really a tribute to the people in California and to the two fighters. And it answers those critics who say that somehow boxing is suffering, that boxing doesn't have a good fan base. That's baloney. We know it's baloney, and the people in Los Angeles showed by turning out in these numbers on Saturday that boxing is alive and well and is going to really kick ass in 2009 and the years to come.
It's a pleasure for me now to introduce to you, with a record of 22-1 with 15 knockouts from Gilroy, California, the former two-time featherweight world champion who is moving up to make a name and become a world champion at the 130-pound division, and that is Robert "The Ghost" Guerrero.
First, I want to thank God for, getting the contract with Golden Boy and, being able to get back in the ring. It's been 11 months. I'm excited. I can't wait. And, I'm going to come out and put a great show. I stayed ready all year, and I'm ready to go. So, a lot of big things are going to come up this year, and I'm excited. Thank you.
But I must say, when I heard that name, The Ghost, I said, wait a minute, hold up. Hey, I forgot we did sign a guy. So that there, I thought Kelly Pavlik was coming out of the closet somewhere. Ghosts do that. I mean, you never know. They pop up, That's why they're the ghosts. If history in the past is a report card to remind us that everyone has a chance when they step in the ring, big is not always better. Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao. Old is not always a disadvantage, but it can be an advantage. Hopkins, Kelly Pavlik. At the end of the day, 2008, last year, showed everyone, including me, that just because you think you know, be prepared to be wrong sometimes. And just like some fighters that shouldn't fight no more because they losing their edge or they cannot fight no more, I think personally some reporters need to retire because they get it wrong all the time. That I am guilty of being biased. There's no question, there should be no secret who I'm going with, who I believe not only out of emotions, not only because of partnership, but the better all-around skills. Hey, if I was a betting man, I'm betting on Sugar Shane Mosley to sugar and shine all Saturday night and show what makes that title. Because see, one thing for sure, and I'm going to close with this, and again, Margarito's a better version of me. This is my opinion of a Felix Trinidad, a young Felix Trinidad, when he was killing, knocking everybody out until he met some guy called the Executioner. He was undefeated. I don't know. At the end of the day, no matter what I say, no matter what Bob Ram said, whatever Richard Schaefer say, or anybody else except the fighters, they're going to have to prove one right and one going to be wrong. And I'd like to say thanks, and Sugar Shane Mosley will be right. Thank you.
Thank you. I have the privilege to work with a couple of the greatest fighters in the history of this game. And one you just heard speak, Bernard Hopkins, and the other one, Shane Mosley. And I want to get things right from the door and understand I know my position. My position is not to teach Shane Mosley how to fight. Jack Mosley taught him how to fight, and he's done an exceptional job. Shane is at another level when it comes to that. My job is to find the flaws in Antonio Margarito, that great champion over there, and put together a format to help Shane exploit those flaws. And I believe that's what we've done, and you'll see that Saturday.
Bernard said a couple of things that were pretty interesting in regards to the press, writing Mosley, age, and whatever. But you all know we've been there. We've been there. We fought to get to the other side. In fact, people still write us off. But this is a time for us to prove those who are writing positive about us that they're correct and prove those who still don't believe in us that they're wrong. Come Saturday, it's going to be a good fight. Antonio doesn't take anyone lightly. He's been getting ready for this fight very, very, very tough. Again, Mosley been a great champion, but I think it's time for Mosley to call it quit. And on Saturday, we're going to show that. Thank you.
A Shemaro lo conozco desde casi los inicios de su carrera. Ha sido un peleador inteligente, ha peleado con peleadores bastante importantes, pero Margarito está en su momento y no lo va a desperdiciar porque su pueblo de México tiene que estar en alto y si Mosley pelea o una guerra, Margarito viene una guerra.
Shane Mosley, I know Shane Mosley a long time. I've seen him fight. I know he's been a great champion. He's fought a lot of great fighters. But if he comes to war, he's done. You can't win a war with Margarito.
Respeto a sus entrenadores. Felicidades por el buen trabajo que hacen. Y pues qué bueno que estas peleas son tan importantes para México y también para Estados Unidos. Y así se hacen las grandes peleas. Felicidades y Margarito va a ganar.
I'd like to congratulate his managers, his team. I know they're getting him ready for a big fight. So did we. Mexico is very proud of their champion. I'm sure the United States of theirs. But we come here to fight, and I'm sure Margarito's coming out a winner.
Buenas tardes. Llegó el tornado.
Good afternoon to everyone.
¿Qué tal? Quiero agradecer a toda la prensa y dar las gracias a Staples Center. Estoy contento por haberse vendido pues todos los boletos.
I'm very happy to be here. I want to thank the press for being here, Staples Center, and I'm very happy that we're going to have a sold-out arena.
Voy a ser breve. El día ya se llegó. Estoy bien preparado para este combate. Sabemos que Mosley es un peleador con bastante experiencia, pero todo eso ya lo trabajamos en el gimnasio.
You know, I'm going to be very brief. We came here, we did our work. We know Mosley's a very experienced fighter, a very good fighter.
Y no hay secretos aquí en el boxeo, no hay secretos. Saben mi forma de pelear, sabemos la forma de pelear de Mosley. Nomás los estilos son diferentes. Va a ser una gran pelea, pero claro, confío en mi preparación de salir con el brazo en alto.
Right here, there's no secrets here. You know, we know each other well. He knows my style. I know how he fights. Who's going to be the better that night. I prepare myself very well for this fight, and I know I'm very confident I'm going to win the fight.
Y quiero agradecer a todos mis fanáticos que vinieron a apoyarme y que que me van a apoyar en mi pelea. Les voy a brindar una buena pelea. Y vamos a salir con el brazo en alto y hay tornado para rato. Gracias.
I want to thank all my fans for being here. I'm going to give them a great fight and let them know there's a tornado for a long time.
We've worked on everything, watched films, we did everything. Did everything right. I feel great, I feel sharp, I feel special. I don't just feel good, I feel special right now. I feel like I have a cape on, ready to fly. You know, this is gonna be a great fight. And also, you know, definitely like to thank Margarito, for putting his belt up, and for actually, I think everybody should thank Margarito for actually, accepting the fight, because he could have fought Cotto, he could have fought anybody, but he chose to fight me here at the Staples Center, fight me here in both of our backyards in LA. I mean, he's from Mexico. He's a tornado. He's from Mexico. But he's from LA too. I think he's from Cali, and we both come from Cali. We both come up hard. He came up the hard way. Having to fight his way up. I did the same thing here in LA, fighting, come up hard, fighting, and finally got my break. So we both came hard. I was just up here just a little longer than he was. So that's what's going to make this a great fight, because I think Bob Arum said we both have big hearts, and and I think we have big hearts. We both have good chins, great chins. It's going to lead up to the speed and the power. Margarito has good power, but I might have him a little bit on the speed, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know if it's beyond glory. I mean, it's legacy that's definitely at stake here for me, myself. And definitely, you know, I'm a competitive person, so I want to be the best fighter out there. I want to show the people out there that I am the best fighter, so they'll know. So that's basically what's in it for me.
Can you talk a little bit about what it was like to have Brother Nazim in camp with you?
It was definitely a pleasure to have Brother Nazim Richardson in the camp with me. I mean, he's done everything right from day one, and you know, I feel great. I feel fantastic, and I think that's a testament to the work that Brother Nazim put in for this fight.
And you've wanted this fight for a long time. What is it about Margarito? What did you see in him that made you want this matchup?
What I see in Margarito is he's the best welterweight out there, and I want to be the best, so I always fight the best.
How do you envision a Shane Mosley victory coming out?
I always envision myself knocking the other opponent out, so I always. So there's going to be something. There's going to be a lot of punches being landed, a lot of punches being, landed on the right spots, and I think that I can get that knockout.
Bueno, en verdad me siento muy contento porque ya se vendió todo y pues que toda la afición va a mirar esta pelea, va a ser una gran pelea.
You know, I'm very happy that the response we had from the crowd, and I'm very happy that they come to see me. I think it's a great attraction, it's a great fight, and I think people know that.
Shane Mosley has been beaten before. Is it important at all to you to be the first one to knock him out?
A pesar de que tiene otras derrotas, nunca lo han noqueado. ¿Te interesaría o te gustaría que sea el primero en noquearlo?
Bueno, en verdad no busco el knockout, ya lo he mencionado, estamos dispuestos, si llega el knockout, pues bienvenido, ¿no? Pero estamos dispuestos a tirar golpes del primer round, tenemos mucho aire para hacerlo y pues en verdad el knockout nunca lo busco, pero si llega, pues yo creo que tengo el poder para hacerlo.
You know, I don't look looking for knockouts. I know I've come prepared to fight 12 hard rounds, and if the knockout comes, you know, I'm very happy to take it. But I know that I have to work 12 hard rounds, and that's what I prepare myself for.
Did you do anything different to prepare for Mosley and his speed? And if so, could you talk a little bit about that?
¿Hiciste algo en especial para el estilo de Mosley? ¿Algo que tienes que hacer que no hayas hecho otra pelea?
Bueno, yo creo que tuvimos los sparring adecuados, estuvimos estudiando los golpes que tira él, los golpes que le entran a él y lo vamos a demostrar el sábado.
I think it was just a sparring. You know, we got sparring that look just like him, fight just like him, and we figure out, you know, how to fight a guy, those type of fighters.
A lot's been made of Mosley's age. In studying him, do you see any signs of age or him slowing down?
Dice, se habla mucho de que ya está muy viejo, que ya no es el mismo que era antes. Tú viéndolo en vivo y en tape, ¿te hace que es el mismo peleador de antes?
Bueno, tal vez no es el mismo peleador de antes, pero tienen bastante experiencia y ha demostrado que puede, que todavía sigue siendo un gran peleador, pero nosotros vamos a salir con el brazo en alto.
You know, he might not be the fighter he once was, but he's still very good. He has a lot of experience, and he's proven that he can go 12 hard rounds with anyone.
Robert, how you been? It's been 11 months since you fought. How you feeling?
Feeling great, you know, after 11-month layoff. You know, I can't wait to get back in the ring. I'm excited.
How did you spend all this time? How did you stay sharp?
You know, just stay in the gym, stay positive, training, doing what I had to do. You know, I was making that bounce up to 130 pounds, and you know, what I wanted to do was stay in shape. I didn't want to get out of weight or anything, and you know, have to come down and jumping into a new weight. So, you know, I stayed in top shape and ready to go at all times. So, you know, the 11-month layoff, you know, I'm ready to go.
How hard was it to just sit there basically and be in the gym after having so much momentum coming off like the Litzau win? How hard was that?
It was rough. I mean, it was rough coming off a great knockout, you know, a televised fight. Everybody got to see it. Everybody was excited. The media was. And, you know, just to sit out for 11 months, you know, it just tears you apart. The hard work you put in.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, I'd like to thank you very much for coming out today to Staples Center for our press conference. That officially concludes our event today. At this time, we do need everyone to please start making their way.
How does it feel to return to boxing after 11 months into a fight like this, to an atmosphere, a sold-out crowd at Staples Center?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm pumped up. I can't wait to get in there. It's going to be a sold-out crowd. You know, come out and do what I love to do best, is fight. And, you know, put up a great show for everybody.